Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greetings to all of you. Today, my group will discuss about the impact of climate change on engineering design. Okay, so this is our table of contents. What is climate change? Climate change refers to long-term changes in temperature and weather patterns around the world. The main cause of climate change is the increase in greenhouse gas emissions such as carbon dioxide and methane. The environmental impacts of climate change include rising global temperatures, melting polar ice caps, rising sea levels, and changing weather patterns.
We choose the three solution, which is a renewable energy, mitigation strategy, and adaptation strategy. So for the renewable energy, we use the sun, wind, and hydropower. Mitigation strategy, we use to increase the energy efficiency, reforestation, and changing consumption and production pattern. The third one is adaptation strategy, which is the resilience production, protecting ecosystem, and better land use planning.
Now, I will talk about the first issue, which is how climate change impact the structural integrity and longevity of building and infrastructure. I will start with the integrity. Different temperature and moisture levels give an impact on building construction. So when temperature increase, it will give a stress to the structural materials and give effect on the structure. And sometimes, high temperature will reduce the stability of the structure and this will lead to cracking of concrete. The second one is longevity. When temperature increase by global warming, it will lead to more thermal stress and increased corrosion within steel construction. Indoor concrete has low humidity.
I will present about the issue too. There is two role of the engineer in design resilient and adaptable system to withstand climate change effect. The first one is incorporate climate adaptation in design and the second is use the technology to solve the climate problem. The first role is to incorporate climate adaptation in design. What the role do is the engineer evaluate the climate risk like rising sea level. It's important to prevent the catastrophic failure, reduce repair costs, and ensure the public safety. For example, the mass anchoring storm surge barrier, a movable system that protect against rising sea level and storm surge. The second role is to use technology to solve the climate problem. The engineer need to design, develop, and implement the technologies like solar power. It's important to reduce the carbon emission and increase the energy access in remote areas. For example, Pavagada Solar Park in India and Tesla Solar Roof.
Next, I will discuss on issue number 3. In my discussion, it will contain what is sustainable materials, benefit of sustainable materials, what is the meaning of sustainable material. Sustainable material is a material that are environmentally friendly and minimize harm to the planet during their production, use and disposal. These materials are chosen and utilized with the aim of reducing their impact on the environment and also promote social responsibility. Benefits of sustainable materials, especially on environmental. First one is waste reduction. The construction industry produce a lot of waste, much of which end up in a landfill. Sustainable practice reduce this by using recyclable material like concrete, wood, glass, and also plastic. The next one is conservation of non-renewable resources. Traditional construction material use non-renewable resources, harming the environment. Sustainable materials made from renewable resources can reduce strain on natural reserve and have a smaller environmental impact. The last benefit is reduction in carbon footprint. Traditional building materials like cement and steel contribute significantly to global carbon emissions. By using sustainable materials such as green concrete or recycled steel can help reduce these emissions.
As an engineer, we engage in built environment that relate to complex issues surrounding climate change. As engineers, we must engage with communities that will be affected by our projects. This is important for marginalized groups and indigenous people who are well aware of their surroundings. An engineer needs to work alongside experts from other fields such as scientists, economists, policymakers, and ethicists. By collaborating, we can ensure that our solutions are not only effective but also environmentally responsible. An engineer must take responsibility for the environmental impacts of their actions. If the work contributes to greenhouse emissions or environmental degradation, they must be proactive about it.